Hey, this is the fourth Georgia Wrestling War Journal. This is kind of chronicling what happened yesterday afternoon and after the GIPW show. So, on the last thumbnail, lots of people have commented about the gas gauge. So, I'm in Augusta. I got like 100 miles on the tank roughly, and for some reason in my mind, I went, "It's no problem, folks. Advice." If you can get gas, if you're going to be driving around, just get it. Just get the stupid gas. Don't assume I'm going to get it on the way, blah 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 blah. If you're not 100% familiar. Now, I have driven from Augusta to Warner Robins before on my Deliverance tour. I did that. But apparently I had a full tank. This one, I was in the middle when I hit Old Balls Road where I took the picture before, uh my tank was showing the like you're low, and I realized like, oh boy. And phone reception went out because I was talking to Larry, and I realized like, oh my gosh, I might not be able to have internet even. So I reached this junction where there's like major split off, and I said, and just rough calculating based on like manuals that I had read. I had actually read my car manual, so I knew what the capacity of the gas tank was. I also know when low came up, roughly what that meant. And I was getting down to, I probably had like 15 miles in the gas tank, and I was in the middle of nowhere, and I hadn't seen a gas station in forever. So I got out of the car, turned the engine off, can't even leave it running. Went walking around in the hopes that I would pick up just enough of a signal that I could do a search for a gas station. And it happened. So that was a nice moment. But it was in Dublin, which was like 15 miles out of my way, and I had like 10 to 15 miles left in gas. So I was like, well, if I head there, at least I know if worse comes to worse, I can walk the end of it. I mean, I'll be late to GIPW, and that's annoying. I love to do. My plan was I get there at like 3, so I could check in, then get to GIPW, hang out, do my thing with tweeting and all of that stuff. That was probably not going to happen. So I drove, and then reception started coming back because I was getting closer to Dublin. So I was talking to Larry. So Larry was talking me through. He was, I was like that guy that has to end up taking over the plane as the pilot. He's the guy in my ear. But so I'm driving up the hills, coasting down. Luckily, there wasn't a lot of traffic, so I wasn't that guy who was like blocking traffic. But I was definitely taking it slow, coasting. I ended up making it. And so I know that my tank has a capacity of 15 and a half gallons, I believe. And and I put in whatever it was like right on the edge. It was like 15.493 or something. So dumb. So I got the gas. I had to go straight to GIPW. I couldn't check in because I didn't want to get there during the show. I just hate that. And a lot of what's fun about GIPW is the atmosphere and the pre-show speech by Aaron Black and the things that he's asking them to emphasize and look for. I can see if their crowd is bigger. I can say hi to Rob Rod. I get to do all this stuff. Got to meet people who are Patreon members, which was really cool. Had fun hanging out with them. And then I get to do my thing, which is I tend not to watch the whole show unless it's a match I'm particularly interested in. So yeah, of course, I watched Aaron Black's match, and I watched, you know, the street fight tag team thing between the Exotic Youth and Skrilla and Mr. Right. Definitely watch that. And I got to see the setup for it where they attacked Mr. Right um, at the brewery and all that stuff. That was really cool. I'm definitely going to try to check out that brewery show in Savannah. I believe they're moving it to a Saturday next month, so that'll be Saturday, and then GIPW will be on Sunday. So I'm looking to do that. But I checked out GIPW, and it was that it's fun to see a show progress and run better and better and be better and better. It's fun to be around young guys that have great ideas and enthusiasm. And then it was fun hanging out with them afterwards, though we didn't get to go to that Mexican restaurant. I guess they got kicked out of there. Very wrestler of them. Though I think that's more the Mexican restaurant. Why would you not want 30 people who are tipping and paying just because, oh, we're just about to close? Like, how soon we forget that all these businesses were almost out of business and now they're doing well. And it's like, that's a whole nother thing. Um, so we're at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I get the tables for everybody, and we're all sitting and having a good time. But a couple of the conversations that really struck me, one of them was really cool, and it was Eric Silva talking to a young man about how he should like he's like as Larry Goodman has commented about him, and I guess Eric Silva sent him a match so Larry can see how this guy has improved and how Eric Silva would be able to like get him through a match, and Larry I guess declared it like it's a miracle that you did it, like, and that guy even showed me a couple things I wasn't expecting, and it was great to see Eric putting it in perspective for him, and he asked me to talk about Larry a little bit. So that was fun. You know, Larry's been around a long time, da 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 da, da, and just talking shop, and like anybody who's been really part of wrestling has done this, right? Where you hang out afterwards in the parking lot, or you get something to eat, and you just chop it up. And I think that has, by and large, taken the place of, you old wrestling people go. They lament that the guys are not riding in the cars with veterans, they're riding in the cars with their friends, so they're just bouncing ideas. But I think there's a value to that, and I think this idea now is okay, maybe we're not driving on the road a lot, though that's certainly not the case with a lot of these guys who are just driving here, there, and everywhere like I did. But they're wrestling, right? But the conversations that take place in the parking lot afterwards or in the restaurant afterwards, I think they're the new talking in the car. And for some people they're doing both. But you rarely have the like veteran dynamic with the young boy dynamic anymore. But you know what? I think that's okay. And I think maybe some veteran guys who are very prone to go, "All right, I did my match, I'm leaving." Unless you're double shotting, I think the more that we're bridging that gap, the more that you have different people talking, because here's a misconception about me. I think people think that I think this is a great opportunity for me to go out there and have my name and get by on this, that, and the other. I learn as much as I teach. And as somebody who's taught different things his whole life, I know that to be true. In any case, this is our last Georgia Wrestling War Journal for this time around. I don't think I'm going to have time to put it up before I get kicked out of the room, but I'm certainly going to try.